Hello, and Happy New Year, students. Welcome to BA1150. My name is Glennis Thompson. I will be your instructor for Intro to Quality Management. I'm really looking forward to working with you, and I'm really grateful that you took this class. I think you're going to like it, and I think that you're going to get a lot out of it, but that's just me. Okay, if you're listening to this video, then you got my email and read it, and you read this information to go to start here, so that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to briefly walk you through how to navigate this class, and then there will be subsequent videos for the all the modules and everything like that. All right, this is where you found this video. I'm going to take you quickly through the Start Here module. You're responsible for going through it, but I'm just going to kind of tell you why things are here and what you're going to need, so that I don't want to create any anxiety. I want to alleviate as much as I can. If you're new to Blackboard or online learning, I highly recommend that you go to this Jumpstart program. This is a free course that you do at your own pace. It shows you how to submit things and take quizzes and discussions. I will walk you through everything that you need in this class. You may need this for another class, but please feel free to do it. This is the academic integrity video that was done by our Dean of Students. And so this will talk to you about how seriously CNM takes academic integrity. In this class, you will do a lot of writing. Most of your work will be assignments and discussions and journals. Oh my. But your work has to be your own. I don't care where you draw from, but I want your work to be your own. I want you to reflect on things that you know. I want you to question things that you don't. So, there's no need to copy from anybody else, because all I want is work from you. But this is very serious, especially for all classes, but other classes like where there's lab work and things like that. Make sure you watch that video. Okay, this is the course description and the outcomes that you will be able to achieve by the time you successfully complete this class. This is the syllabus. I will go over it in just a few minutes, but it's listed in 2 places for your viewing pleasure. Here are some links to success in your classes. There's our achievement coach and some success tips. I don't know that you necessarily could need tutoring for this class. I'd much rather that you contact me if you have any questions or need assistance. But there's definitely the Writing Center. And, that could help you not only for this class, but other classes, English, and if you're doing research papers for psych and psychology and things like that. Software requirements. This is to use Blackboard. And so Blackboard works best with Firefox and Chrome. It does not work with Internet Explorer. It does not work with Edge. So make sure that you have Firefox. I suggest you have both. And that way, if one doesn't work, you can just go to the other and open up Blackboard and usually it works if you open the other one. If you need to do a browser check, you can do that. CNM is offering you free licenses of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote Publisher, and Access. So you can do that by clicking right here and getting these. You will need Word for this class. If I can't open your file, I can't read it. So that equals a 0. So make sure that you have these. If you don't already have them on your computer, you can get free access right there. You probably need Adobe Reader and Adobe Player. There's information right there. We will not use Respondus Lockdown Browser and Monitor, and we will not use the Testing Center. There are no tests in this class other than the initial quiz, but there are no proctored exams. I'm leaving these in here in case you are in classes that need them. So if you're like bio and math and things like that, then they will probably use those. We will not use Collaborate Ultra, but I'm leaving that here in case you have another class that does. If you need assistance with Blackboard, here's some information on how to get in that, or if you need help with your password, your CNM accounts, there's some information there about that. Embanet is the Blackboard service, and so there's 24/7 help if like I can't submit this assignment, I can't find this, I don't know what I'm doing, then feel free to use them. There will be one of these videos in every module, and I will show you exactly what to do and how to do them. So if you need help, I'd rather you contact me first early in the week. But if you need assistance, please use Embanet. If you need to know Blackboard's accessibility statement, or if you need assistance from the Disability Resource Center, there's information right there. And now we have the syllabus orientation quiz. I'm going to move this up. Okay, so here's the thing. This quiz has 10 questions. You must answer true to each question. I don't care. You must answer true. If you can't answer true, if you don't agree with what the statements say, you need to contact me. Okay? But in order to access the modules, you need to answer true. But please don't just blow through this and answer true to all 10 questions without reading them. Because as I said right here, you may need to buy me a pony at the end of the class. You never know. Okay. So you need to make sure that you read and understand, because these are expectations that I have of you. These are expectations that I'm going to look for, things that will involve grading and things that will involve your contact of me. I am going to actually take you quickly through the test because it's simple, but you have to, when you're answering true, it's I agree and understand. So I want you to understand that. So the very first question, I have watched the navigation video and read the syllabus. Okay, reading it, I will go through the syllabus quickly, but reading it is your responsibility, and understanding it is your responsibility. Asking questions about it is your responsibility. So yes, you may have watched the video and read the syllabus, but that means that you have done that. Okay, I agree that this class runs for 5 weeks from January 13th through February 16th. And I understand there will be 5 weekly modules of assignments that must be completed weekly within the time frame that the module is open and before the assignment is due. So modules close at 10 o'clock, not at midnight. Modules close at 10 o'clock, which means your assignments must be submitted before 10 o'clock, okay? And they're open for 8 days, which is plenty of time to go in and do an assignment and a discussion. Please do not wait until the last minute and then have an issue. I can write you a book. Okay, so here is, I understand that modules open and close as follows, and that all work is to be submitted before the module closes. That modules open at 8 o'clock every Monday and close at 10 o'clock. The first 4 close on Monday at 10 o'clock, and the last one closes on Saturday, February 15th. Now, the very previous question says that class is open through February 16th. Yes, that's so I can grade and post grades. So the very last module closes on Saturday, and I will make a big deal about that so that everybody knows. Okay, I agree and understand that discussion postings and interaction with my classmates is part of my learning. And I agree and understand that full credit for discussions requires initial posts of at least 6 sentences and responses of at least 5 sentences in length. That will come back in the grading. Now, not so much in the introduction when you have to introduce yourself. I'm a little more lenient. I'm not that cruel. But I will use that. You must be thoughtful. Don't stop talking just because, I put 2 sentences. I don't want to talk too much. No, talk more. Tell us more. So initial posts of at least 6 sentences and responses of at least 5 sentences. And if I don't have that, then it comes off your grade. Okay? I understand and agree that all assignments are due before 10 o'clock. And I understand that it is recommended that modules be accessed early in the week and that it is a good idea to submit work early in case of problems or issues. Again, I could write you a book. So my office hours are Monday and Tuesday evenings. Modules open Mondays. Therefore, if you miss my Monday office hours, that's okay. But if you access the modules on Monday or Tuesday, and if you have a question, I still have a Tuesday office out half hour, and you can talk to me if you need to, and then you can do your work the rest of the week, and you still have 8 days to do your work, okay? So make sure that you understand. You're going to have to answer true to that. So make sure that you really understand it. I understand and agree that it is my responsibility to complete my assignments timely, which means I will organize my schedule and or set aside time to complete the work. This is not a tremendous amount of work, but please set aside time, preferably earlier in the week, so you can get your work done and it's not hanging over your head. I understand and agree that my instructor is to be contacted only through messages in CNM Learn Blackboard or Pronto Instant Messaging during office hours, and that she is not available at all, not in person, email, instant messaging, nothing, between the hours of 7:30 and 4:30 Monday through Friday. That's because I work. I have a full-time job here at CNM, and I cannot commingle my jobs. So I am not available when I am in my other hat on. But when I get off at 4:30, then that is when I become a part-time teacher. And I do not check Outlook after 4:30. I check messages, and I will show you how to access that. So do not email me and do not contact me between 7:30 and 4:30. I mean, you can send a message, but I can't answer it until then. I understand and agree that the work I submit will be my own unless properly cited, and that copying, falsifying, plagiarizing, or any form of misrepresentation will lead to actions as outlined in the syllabus. That's like the dean, the associate dean, the dean of students. You know, it's a lot of paperwork. So yeah, in other words, do your own work, cite what you use from somebody else. I understand and agree that disruptive, unprofessional, or disrespectful behavior to anyone in class, either online or in person, will not be tolerated and will lead to actions as outlined in the syllabus. Again, paperwork, associate dean, dean of students, meetings. So I've never had a problem. I don't want one. I want everybody to be professional and respectful to everyone in the class. Okay. I understand that if I encounter any issues with the class or any assignment, I will contact the instructor through messages and wait for her to respond. So don't try to hunt me down. Don't send me an email. Just send a message and wait, and I will take care of whatever it is. Okay, so that's the quiz. So make sure that you agree and understand each of those. Answer true, and then we're good to go. Now, the syllabus is the very next thing. I have it right here. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to go through this very, very quickly. This is the information about the class. So email, no, do not email. Do not send Outlook email. Contact me through messages in Blackboard. My office hours are Monday and Tuesday from 7:30 to 8 online, which means you just log in and you can send me a message. If I have instant message open, which I usually don't remember, I will try. If you need to meet with me, I need to have at least, and that is like the least, 24 hours notice. And you have to have a confirmation from me that we're meeting because I have to set up a place. So if you just send me a message or an email or something and you say, hey, I'd like to meet with you Friday at 10 o'clock in the library. No, I can't do it. I will set the appointment. If you want to meet with me, tell me you want to meet with me and give me some dates and times. I will set the appointment, or we can talk by phone or by email or IM or something like that. But I need to set up the time, and you need to have a confirmation from me that we are meeting and where. There is no book, no text. I will give you all your readings and videos. I did go through and check the availability of the articles and videos, but between the time I did that and this video and the time class starts, anything on the internet could be taken down. So if something is not available, please let me know and I will find something to replace it or find it from another site. Okay, so you will need headphones because this class is very video heavy. Please take care of your neighbors and don't subject them to the sound of my voice droning on. If you do have to use speakers, keep the volume down so that babies don't cry and dogs don't howl. And, I try to keep these videos short, but obviously I'm a talker. If you're going to be using a public computer, you will need a USB or you can use my documents, or you can email things to yourself and then send them to me. Again, course description and outcomes, the same as from what I showed you in Start Here. So class begins January, let's just fix that right now, January 13th, not January 1st, and runs for 5 weeks ending on February 16th. The last week, all work is to be submitted before 10 o'clock on Saturday, February 15th. Attendance policies. So logging into Blackboard does not constitute attendance. That's like going to your face-to-face class, standing in the doorway, waving at your teacher, and leaving. You did not come to class. You did not sit down. You did not talk to your neighbors. You did not turn in homework. You did not receive homework back. You did not participate in the class. So after a little while, if I don't see you in class, okay, even if you log in and say, well, I logged into Blackboard, that does not constitute coming to class. And your grade will suffer if you don't turn homework in, because I will give zeros for things that are not turned in. I'm just funny that way. Okay. Requirements and deadlines I went over. Everything is at 10 o'clock usually on Mondays, except that very last week. It'll be on that Saturday. You're expected to log into Blackboard at least 2 different days each week. I know that's a joke because I can get people to log in 1 day a week. But the more you check in, the better it is. If you go in and do your work early in the week, you don't have to log in again unless you need people to, you need to go reply to people's discussion postings. So you need to respond to discussion postings or course messages. You're expected to complete assignments and quizzes and exams on time. There are no quizzes and exams. Okay, so students will be dropped who do not do that syllabus orientation quiz before 10 o'clock on Sunday, the 19th. If you don't answer me in 4 days, I will send an email saying, hi, what's going on? Okay, if the campus is closed, this is a fully online class. You don't have to come to campus unless you need to use a computer lab or a tutoring center for writing or something like that. So if the campus is closed, life goes on online. If something happens where Blackboard is down, then I will make a determination that is fair to everyone. But if, things are getting rough and it's getting close, um, you know, let's get our work turned in early and get it turned in on time. Do not be Bart Simpson and just assume that, well, it's getting close and she'll just extend it. 8 days. Every module except the last one is open 8 days. Okay? So, plenty of time to submit a couple of assignments. So make sure you get it done. If you're auditing the class, please let me know so I don't bother you. And you'll know if you are. If you need to travel to campus, there's information about the snow line, which is my favorite, except it never has enough snow days. And so if there is something really severe, I will make a determination that is fair to everyone. But just do your work early in the week. If you go in on Monday, look at it, do your work over Monday and Tuesday, you're going to be fine. Okay. I'm really not nice enough to be inclined to extend due dates. I'm just not that way. All right. Attendance. You're expected to come to class, submit your work. If you're auditing, let me know. If we're closed for snow, I've already talked about that. And then you'll be notified by your CNM email address if you've been dropped. All right, here's what goes on in this class. This is what everybody wants to know. What do I have to do? Did you do anything important in class? All right, the syllabus orientation quiz is 100 points. There are 5 discussions, one every week, for 100 points. There are 2 reflection journals, one at the beginning, one at the end, total of 300 points. 4 assignments, 200 points, and a final paper, which is 200 points. So if you look at this, I will tell you that that final paper and that final journal, 200 points, are in the last week. Almost half your points of this class are in the last week of the class. Okay, so make sure you do that. I will go over the schedule in just a minute. No makeup. Once the modules close, you've had 8 days. So submit your work. Have a plan. Get stuff done early. Everything closes at 10, not midnight. Technology problems. This is why I have modules. Well, there are a couple of reasons I have modules open on that second Monday in case something happens over the weekend and you have to go to campus or something like that. So you should have a plan for getting your assignments in on time. This is all things about communication. So we use your CNM email address. I will not accept responsibility for any email sent to me through CNM Outlook. I can't do phone calls, in person, instant messages, nothing, because I am working at a different job. So if an email comes into my work, there is nothing I can do about it. And trust me, when I get home at 5 o'clock, the very last thing I want to do is check my CNM email because I've already left work. So I will show you how to submit a message. I have my office hours on Mondays and Tuesdays. After that, yeah, I try. I might be better at the beginning of class to check and see if anybody has problems. Sometimes I'm online over the weekend, but I can't guarantee that. I will try. That's all I can tell you. But Mondays and Tuesdays are your days. All right, and then here's some information about netiquette. Be respectful. And when you send me an email, please be complete. I was trying to submit my assignment in Module 2. Be really, really specific and don't just say, hey, I can't submit my assignment. I don't know what you're talking about. So be really specific. What module, what assignment, what were you trying to do? If you're getting an error message, a screenshot will help, and then I can take a look at it. Here's some email information. Also spell, and please don't address me as hey. I've had that a couple of times this fall term. You can call me Ms. Thompson. You can call me Glennis. I hate that name. You can call me Lynn. I'm fine with any of those. Do not call me ma'am. Miss is much more preferable. So professional manner. There's some information about the student code of conduct. Again, I have a 0 tolerance policy for any kind of disrespectful behavior. So, and if you feel that you have been disrespected by anyone, please contact me and let me address it. I know people all the way up the chain, and I can take it as far as it needs to go to make sure that things are handled and that everybody understands what's going on. Academic integrity, again, please don't copy from somebody else. If you use something, a quote or something, give credit to the people who gave it to you. This is some information about if you're on campus. I'm going to leave this to you. And then some information about services that are available to you and where they are. There's the BIT advisor and achievement coach, and they can help you with some of the things that may be important to you. And now the all important schedule. Dun, dun, dun. So what I did, because I am that nice, I gave this to you in 2 different forms because I'm weird and I have things open for a long period of time. So the syllabus quiz is open from the 13th to the 19th. Okay. And then module 1 is open from the 13th to the 20th once you do the syllabus orientation quiz. So then the Start Here quiz is done. And then when module 1 is still open on the 20th, it closes at 10 o'clock. Module 2 opens at 8 o'clock in the morning. So they overlap. Okay. And I do that for a couple of reasons. One, because even if you're going in on Monday the 20th to do module 1, module 2 will be open. So if there's some kind of an announcement, this will happen as we get closer to the end, because there will be information on module 4 that module 5 closes on Saturday. So I try to do that. Then I gave you this kind of little calendar here to see if that will help. So the syllabus quiz is open all the way through the 19th. Module 1 is open from the 13th to the 20th. You see how this works. Module 2 is open from this to this. And if you really want to be confused, take this class in the summer when it's 5 modules in 4 weeks. I've done that too. So anyway, this is a little calendar that will show you what goes on. And then module 5 is open this week, and it closes at 10 o'clock on Saturday the 15th. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go back. I'm going to run through the rest of this class very quickly. Instructor information. Did I fill it out? If not, I will by the time you watch this video. Maybe. Oh, look at me. Yeah, here's some information about netiquette, expectations, where I am, that kind of thing. And yeah, that's me. Okay, you won't see any of these messages. Here we go. Messages is an in-course, course-specific email system. So the only people that can use this right here are the people in this class. So it works like any other email system. You click up here to create a message. And then in order to send me a message, you just scroll down here to the bottom to where it says instructor. Click to the right arrow to move it over. And then it's just an email. And then you put a subject and you put the text and you submit it. And then it will come to me and I will see it here. This will keep track of your sent email. And if you need to create a folder for something, you can do that. But it's just a regular email system. You could just use that. That is what I will check as frequent. I will check it Mondays and Tuesdays for sure. During the rest of the week, I will see what I can do. 24 to 48 hours, we'll see. All right. This is a link to the Jumpstart course. This is a link to the website for the libraries. This is a link to that Links to Success. This is a link to EMBANET. If you need help with them, you can call them. Here's the Blackboard student help, and here's some CNM student resources like financial aid and things like that. Navigation video is over. Okay, welcome to class. Thank you so much for bearing with me. So once you take that syllabus orientation quiz and you read and understand those things, Module 1 will open. I will see you there. There will be another one of these fun videos. It won't be this long, though, I promise. Okay, thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Have a great day. See you in Module 1. Bye.